Hi everyone. I am trying to film this video again. Let's try this. This is the last update for the PanTastic ladies Let's Get Naked collab. Hi Munchkin. And I have filmed the videos for the last 3 or so updates. I never got around to editing them. I filmed this particular update on the 1st of December. Tried to edit and realized that my kids were way too noisy in the background, so we could not. It just didn't work. It irritated the living something out of me, and I decided that I needed to actually go and refill. Now, I am incredibly exhausted because I slept approximately an hour last night. It is 8 o'clock in the evening. Stop that, it's not food, it's a phone. It is 8 o'clock in the evening. I had a full day of work. I commuted to work and back home from work. I'm surprised my makeup is on the way it is. My nose is a little red because I have a little bit of a stuffy nose. And I have, once again, a child with me. That way. So if I'm looking this way, I'm making sure he doesn't do any crazy things. Without further ado, I have my naked palette, or what is left of it, right here. It is in my C palette right here. I had deposited this a while back. I think I edited that video, I hope. And after filming the video on the 1st of December, I decided to go ahead and repress and yada yada blah and take care of a few things. I will try to insert a picture from that video, from that footage, so that you see where I was at actually before repressing. And yeah, good palette shades. They're Catrice and something else, but as you can see, I've used. We'll go right into it. What I have done is, since the I believe since the last update, I had uploaded. I had finished 2 shades. The 2 shades were, if I'm not mistaken, Sin and Toasted. So these were gone. I kept the pans for those 2 because I knew I wanted to repress a few eyeshadows. Hi. I knew I wanted to repress, or at least press part of the eyeshadows I'm trying to pan in here. Now looking in there, it looks fairly small amount-wise, but looking at the amount I took out of the actual pan, I feel like it's quite a bit. So, I see my... Don't tell me this is full again. So, good grief. Like I mentioned, I'm afraid. It's been a long day. I've been up and running for more than 13 hours, and my hair just does what it wants today. But I wanted to go into my naked palette, or what is left of it. And that is not too much, to be honest. So, I need to quickly look up names of the eyeshadows because I don't remember. So, I need to correct myself. I did not use up Sin. I'm working on Sin still. I used up Sidecar and Toasted since the last update I actually uploaded. And this is where we're at now. So the top 2 shades are not part of this one. This is what I'm working on for a different project pan. We're focusing on these 3 here, namely Sin, Dark Horse, and Hustle. I have to admit I've given up pretty much on Dark Horse because there's still not even a real dip showing. I've been using Dark Horse and Hustle in combination, and then I usually dab Sin over top of it for I would estimate for about half a month to a month. And there is nothing going on with Dark Horse. Now, Hustle, I hope you can see, has a bit of a dip going. Trying to show this as much as I can, but it's still, I would call it a minute dip. Whereas Sin there, come on, are you really trying to break my phone? Whereas I had a big dip on and a big pan showing on Sin already. That's why I ended up repressing it right after trying the first attempt to film this particular update, because it was hard to just get any kind of product on there without having to like angle my brush at a specific in a specific way. So I'm hoping that with it repressed, I will have an easier time using it again. I figured it would make for an easier video update if I could just show you where I'm at as of the beginning of the month. And today is the 3rd, so it's not too much later. I, in essence, missed out on 2 days. Yeah, 2 days, because I played with another palette yesterday, and you will eventually see that part. But I am pretty damn certain that there's no way I can finish these 3 eyeshadows by the end of the year. What I am hoping is that I can hit pan on Hustle and that I can use up Sin. I don't think anything else is really possible at all. And part of me is really annoyed with it because I barely played with other eyeshadows this year. I focused on this palette so much, I neglected my other palettes quite a bit, and I just want to be done with the Naked palette, to be honest. With those last 3 shades, I am done. I have to say I am a little upset about this, but Hustle and Dark Horse are very dark, cool toned eyeshadows, and I'm not a fan of cool toned eyeshadows to begin with. Having darker shadows on top of that means I have to be able to mix them. And with these 2 shades, while I mix the 2 together and then I apply Sin over top, it's still incredibly cool toned. It doesn't flatter me, to be honest. It does not look very flattering on me, on my skin tone. It is just not a look I like on me. And I have tried and tried again to make these work, so for me, this last month will just be a, let me see what I can get done with these, because I admit, I am done. I want to hit pan on Hustle, and I want to finish off Sin. If I achieve this, I'll be more than happy. I will throw out whatever I have left of these 3 shades on the 31st of December, because I'm just done. I used to love the Naked palette, don't get me wrong. This was the first high-end palette that I bought. I love the palette. I used it on a regular basis. It was for a very long time actually the only high-end palette I owned, and I would reach for it on a daily basis. And although I did use it on a daily basis, I feel like I never made a whole lot of progress because those eyeshadows were very pigmented. They were very nice to use. They were easy to apply. I never had any issues with it. So, honestly, I'm not sure if I've outgrown this palette or if it's just that my taste has changed. It might realistically be a combination of the 2. I like that this palette showed me what I like, what works for me, what doesn't work for me, and what in the end just is really what is left over of a palette. It's something that I will definitely think about when I buy more palettes, because there were a few that I was thinking about buying, but looking at it, I have to reconsider and rethink and actually really think about if it is a good idea for me to buy those. simply because you see today I have a dark look on. And let me zoom you in. I think it looks quite nice, but it's a warmer look. And I feel like this is not too overwhelming. Whereas these two shades, to me, they take over the entire thing, the entire look. Everything is just these two shades because they stand out so much. They don't blend into my skin tone very well. So all in all, I have to say, I will be very happy once this year is over and this project pan, because I want to be done with this palette. But nonetheless, I will give this one more month to use as much as I can of these three shades. Maybe in conjunction with the other two up here, that's why they're in here. Hopefully I can make something like work better with those. And I guess we'll see. So that was it for the update. I really hope this time around it worked out for me. Quality wise, I don't have too much kids' background noises. I try to eliminate as much as possible, but I am tired and I would really just like to edit this. I have to be honest. Fascinating how my little friends here look so much bigger on camera than they are in real life. But I digress. So, I hope you will have a great rest of the week, and I will see you guys hopefully very soon. Bye!